The final thing that got me through 2020 might be surprising. Hi guys, I'm Kira D. Welcome to my channel, Kira D Naturalista. If you are new here, welcome. Come in, grab a seat, make yourself comfortable. As I like to say, we be chilling here. We're just here, just vibing and just relaxing together. So this video, I wanted to talk about what helps me get through 2020. Oh, my guest today is Toby. He just decided to join us for today's video. So welcome Toby in the house. Right, so today I want to talk about what helped me get through 2020. And as soon as I say 2020, all of us had to find ways to get through 2020. And for me, one of the major things that helped me get through 2020 was my faith in God. Particularly when our country got our first case of the coronavirus, I, like everyone else, or like most persons, did experience quite a great level of concern. There was fear involved. There were times when I got a cold and I knew for certain that I had it. I'm not the only one, right? Like you sneeze and you're sure you had corona. Okay, just making sure that it wasn't just me. But it was a challenging time, not only across the world, but our island was not exempt from it as well. But just tapping into my trust in God, tapping into the fact that my life is in His hands, my family is in His hands, and I trust Him to take care of me, whatever the circumstance, come what may. Just digging in, and it really took digging in my relationship and my walk with God. It can't be something superficial, and it certainly wasn't for me. And so, just constantly trusting in God, in spite of what you heard about rising cases, in spite of what happened throughout the year. Just my faith in God, focusing on His word, and just trusting in Him. The second thing I think that helped me to get through 2020 would probably be a downside for a lot of people. It was the reduced interaction with persons. Now we've discovered that I'm naturally introverted, but just stepping away from constantly going, constantly like interacting with persons, I had time to sit with myself a little more than I normally would. I had time to think about what I wanted my life to look like. I had time to think about where I was in my life, in my mental state, in my relationships, in my faith, in terms of what my goals and my dreams are. I had a lot of time to sit with myself. And that brought a lot of things into perspective. Some things that I was too busy to notice, I had time and opportunity to observe those things about myself. And I think it was something that really transformed not only like my mindset, but it was like a catapult to change a lot of things, even knowing that things won't always be as quiet, as isolated. We would eventually get back to life and going places and doing things. I knew for certain that there were things that I needed to address, things that I needed to adjust, and I think that made a huge difference in me getting through 2020. Another thing that helped me to get through 2020 was my family. Um, we had more time together than we have had in a long, long time. Um, all of us together, my husband, my two sons, there was nowhere to go. We weren't running on our separate schedules for, like, we were just at home together. And it was a reminder that, in spite of all that is going on in the world, in spite of all that is happening, I am so grateful that I have my family. I have my husband, I have my two sons. I am blessed to have the family that I have. So it was an opportunity to reconnect. And I was absolutely certain that I would lose my mind being at home with my sons 24. No, they're great. They're awesome boys. I love them to pieces. Um, but sometimes it can be a bit much. Two boys. Okay, I guess that's all I have to say. Two boys. But it actually was cool. I didn't die. I didn't lose my mind. I was quite fine. Yeah, I felt like I needed to run away sometimes, but other than that, I was quite fine, and I was really, really grateful to have them in my life. And I think it just reinforced how blessed I am to have the family that I do. Books, 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 books. If anybody has known me from since I was XY age or yay young, I've always loved reading. If I went a place and I had to wait, I would just read. If you caught me anywhere, anytime, I would be reading something. But as time went by and as I got busier and busier, not only in terms of my time, but my mind got so much busier. Any reading I had to do was not for leisure. It was for research, it was for planning, it was for sermon preparation, it was for Bible study, it was not for leisure per se. And I missed that part of me, and I had more time to reconnect with reading. It was just reading for, I'm not growing my mind, I'm not expanding wisdom, I'm just like reading for leisure. It was it was exquisite. It was like I've rediscovered this part of myself that, like, I didn't realize how much I missed reading. And it was like I'm feeling okay, I like books. I really love reading. So if it seems like I'm being extra, I'm completely not. I love reading. And a big part of being able to do that was not only reading books on my Kindle, but I invested in Audible. So not only was I able to read books when I had time to sit down and actually like read words, but I was able to listen to books as I washed the dishes, as I drove to the supermarket, as I was able to read constantly or listen to books. If you don't classify Audible books as reading, if you have that hang up, then, can't really help you. But books for me take me to a different place. If I want an escape, if I want a break from life, if I want just to have a new experience, books do that for me. And so to be able to do that even while I was getting work done, it was and is a worthwhile investment. Shout out to Audible if you feel like sponsoring, just saying, just saying. Another thing that helped me to get through 2020 was the inspirational Instagram blog that I started called Joyful Contention. But for me, part of having sat with myself and noticed certain things is that I realized how little joy I had been deriving from life because I was just focused on getting through it, getting all the things I had to do done, moving from one chore, one agenda item, one thing to the next. I wasn't really like sitting in moments and experiencing joy in them. And so I knew that I needed to do something with my mindset and how I viewed all the different things I was experiencing in life and how I am able to derive joy from life regardless of what was happening. And so part of my mental journey to reset my psyche was joyful contentions, and I decided to share that experience with the world. So while I was sharing these posts, for all of them, I had time to sit with these concepts, these thoughts, these declarations, these affirmations, whatever they were for that particular day. I had time to sit with it for myself, to internalize it, to then apply it. It wasn't just about posting. It still isn't just about posting, but it's really about transformation, my own transformation that I share with others, who might be along the same journey as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, something that you're into, feel free to follow me at Joyful Contentions on Instagram. The final thing that got me through 2020 might be surprising. Candles. Yes, I did say candles. I do not know where candles have been all my life. Listen, the fragrance therapy, the scent therapy that candles have provided for me in 2020, listen, I never knew that that's what I was missing. The ability of a good scented candle to change the atmosphere in the room, to calm me down, to just soothe my spirits. It was and is still like awe-inspiring. While I would be washing the dishes, I would just light a candle. As a matter of fact, there's one lit right here behind me. And so while I was washing the dishes, while I was cleaning, I would just light a candle. I had fears associated with candles in terms of it burning down my house. But what I would do is to make sure it's at a place where there's nothing directly around it that could easily catch. And so I'm really careful about that. But listen, and there's this particular candle that my son has fallen in love with. Sometimes he would just open the canister and smell it. Or like the last time I lit it, he came home, smelt it from the door, and he's like, "You lit the candle without me. Why did you do that?" He's so in love with this particular candle. I'll link two of my favorite candles, and they are affiliate links, but it doesn't change the fact that I am absolutely in love with them. What I try to do is, you don't have to necessarily purchase those particular candles. I just link them so you know what some of my favorites are. But I look for soy candles that burn cleaner, and I try to look for something that says lead-free wick, because it doesn't make any sense that I fragrance my place and just be releasing toxins, right? We're trying to minimize that. So candles have just been something I have fallen in love with in 2020. It really, really helped. And a lot of these things, if not all, I am transporting right into 2021. They have become a part of my self-care, my, self-love, and things that really help me to just enjoy life. If you can identify with any of these that I have talked about, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have specific things to you that helped you get through the year that was 2020, if you have anything specific that you want to, drop in the comments below, do that. We can all learn from each other. That's what we are here to do. So thanks for watching. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.